What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a trade recap on one of my trades that I took on Friday where I made $1,000 in 5 minutes. I took this trade on SPY. SPY was coming down at the moment, but that's the cool thing with day trading is you can make money whether the stocks are going up or down. So I'm going to give you guys a trade recap of why I even looked at the trade and what made me want to take the trade. This is going to be first of many. I'm going to be doing a lot of trade recaps coming up. I feel like it's really going to help you guys understand what to look for in trades. And if you guys are interested in learning how to day trade, I do have a day trading Discord with the monthly membership that has a bunch of educational content, even for beginners, showing you guys how to trade and how to understand my callouts, where I send you guys buy and sell signals. If you guys are interested, I will leave a link below. Other than that, we're about to get into this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. I will be posting weekly on here. Make sure to leave a like, comment any questions or suggestions you guys may have for any other videos coming up. And let's go ahead and get into this trade recap. Alright guys, so before I get into the breakdown on the charts, like I said, I do have a Discord. So I do want to show you what that offers and how I broke this down to the Discord so that way members could catch this play as well. So first things first, every day I send what to expect for the next day trading. So notice I said watch this for tomorrow, SPY, QQQ, both forming nice Morningstar signal at key support. However, is at a supply zone and rejected after hours, expecting a retest and rejection tomorrow on both to continue the downtrend. Notice I also send pictures explaining to them. And then every morning you'll also get the watch list key levels. SPY calls over 424, which was one of the key levels, and puts below 422. I also give a quick explanation in the morning. Like I said, market gap down after rejecting that supply zone and not great earnings reports. Want to see if we get continuation down. That was going back to relating off the prior day, talking about the supply zone. So it all ties together. It helps give people a better understanding of what they're looking at and what to expect while trading. So after that, I call out all trades in chat. Anything that I am taking, I do call out. The play that we're going to review is this one called out at 6:38 a.m. It was SPY 424 reject, which is telling you what price to enter at and which way we want to take it. And then I also give you guys my stop loss, which is 424.3, and also a price target of 423. Every play call out comes with this, and any adjustments I make, I always send it out to the chat. If you guys are beginners, I will show you guys how to understand this and how to place trade. So the Discord is really beginner friendly. If you guys are interested in that, I will leave the link below. We went over this. Let's go ahead and go to the charts. I'm going to explain why we even took this trade and how I actually charted it and found the key levels. First things first, whenever I'm charting, I always look at the bigger picture, and I like to start on the weekly chart. I always like to find what the overall trend is and any key levels I can find on the bigger time frames and see how they react when we go down to the smaller time frame. This is called top-down analysis. What I'm analyzing from this is that we were in an uptrend. However, we are starting to get this downtrend. Notice we are making lower highs and also lower lows as well. One thing I'm noticing is that we were near a key level. This is going to look a little different because this is showing Friday's price action. But the way I had it charted is I had this 420 level marked as well. Notice it was a key level right here, retested multiple times, and acted as a key support. Another key level that I can see right here is this 430 level. And notice that was also doing similar things. It was acting as support, broke under, acted as resistance once, turned into support again, and we were now testing under that 430 level again. So remember, these are key levels on the weekly zone. So now what I would then do is I go to the daily chart. I zoom in and I see what the price action is showing me of the candlesticks. So from here, you can see more that we are starting to go towards a downtrend. Like I said, ignore this last candle because that was Friday, so we didn't see that before we were charting this. However, what I did see is that we were making lower highs, possibly going to test this support level right here. And notice that we did bounce off of it the prior day. It was like a possible Morningstar type formation. When it's at a key support, marks a good time that it could be bullish, but I am going to show you that this 430 was a key level. Like I said, on the weekly chart, it was also a supply zone. So now, like I said, we're working our way down, go from the daily chart to the 4-hour chart. So on here, you can see that we're in a nice downtrend, and basically what a supply chart is anywhere you see these big aggressive sells. So notice right here where I'm about to highlight, notice right here we had this little consolidation, but immediately look at how hard that selling was. So what that's telling you is that there's a lot of sellers in that area, and you want to try to join them when it gets towards that area. Notice that this is Thursday, so the prior day. Like I said in the chat, after hours it got towards that supply zone and rejected that. So it's showing rejection of the supply zone. So it was possible to come all the way down to test this key level around 412. However, since we're scalpers, we don't really hold the whole move. We just try to find nice quick gains. So now after that, seeing how it reacted to those key zones on this chart, I'm now going to show you guys the 1 hour chart. And this is where I try to find my key levels of where we're going to look to take our trades at. So remember, 424 and 422 were our key levels that we had called out on the watch list. 424 was actually our call trigger. Notice that it was acting as a key resistance, but when we broke above, that's when we got towards that 430, and same with the prior time. Notice, however, though, whenever we broke under 422, other than back here, that's when we sold off towards the bottom, sold off. But once we were able to hold above it, that's when we were able to push up. So that's why I knew those were key levels. And basically, this is what we were seeing before Friday. We couldn't see none of that other stuff to the right because that was actually Friday. So like I said, I was expecting to take us either puts below 422 or calls if we held nicely above 424. However, since these are key levels, you can play them either way. I don't like to look at them as support and resistance because in the end of the day, they will flip direction if the market wants to push it that way. All right, guys. So this is the 5-minute and the 1-minute time frames. This is what I use while I'm day trading and looking for plays. Notice that 524 level we had marked out. You can see even on the 5-minute time frame, it's acting as a key level. Notice it was having trouble holding it in the pre-market, and that was showing me that there was some weakness there, and we could expect this to possibly turn into a rejection even if it broke above. This is the open right here at 630. We got this nice green candlestick on high volume with the wick towards the bottom, showing that we might have stayed bullish. However, since we were in a downtrend, I was waiting and I told everyone be patient. Even though it broke over the call trigger, I didn't trust it because it did seem like we may reject there. So notice immediately after, we ended up pulling back down on the 5-minute, and notice we closed under right there. So that was showing me right away that there was weakness and that we looked for a trade entry and we wanted to try to get in as SPY couldn't hold that 424 key level. So these candlesticks are showing you that there's weakness. This is almost like a tweezer pattern, which shows a possible reversal can happen right there. So once I seen that, I knew we could look to take an entry at this 424. Like I said, it was called out at 638. Notice we were having trouble right here for those 2-3 minutes. So that was showing me the stock couldn't get above and it was time to try to take an entry. Our stop loss was 423. And the reason why we chose that is because notice right before we got this pin bar candlestick on the 1-minute, it wicked up to about 424.26. I just wanted to give us just a little bit more room. If it popped above that, I didn't want to hold it as it would have meant our choice was wrong and we could have just looked to take another entry. The reason why I chose 423 for a target is notice that low of day before it took off in the morning, that's where it touched down to. And so I knew that that was a possible support and that's where it could possibly bounce. And since it was so close to open, there wasn't too much price action, so I didn't want to try to put out an extended target. I wanted to get something that was going to be a nice straight win off the open. So remember, I called this out at 638. So even if you didn't enter at 638, notice this play sat around for about 5 minutes before it made a move down. So that offered great opportunities for entry. Never hit our stop loss right there. All these little candlesticks are showing you extra confirmation that the wicks are struggling to get above and the bodies can't close above. So right away at that moment, that's extra confirmation that you should enter. Once we finally broke out of this little sideways movement, got to our 423 target really quickly by 644. I personally took my entry at 639 and I ended up selling right at 634. That was only a 5-minute trade for me. We caught a nice $1 move to the downside on puts and that offered a 20% return and I got a $1,000 gain off of that in 5 minutes. I'll even post the screenshot of my timestamps and the gains that I got. So this was one nice trade of many trades that we took today. It was a really red day and we caught a lot of nice downside. In total, I ended up making over 20,000 on this day. But I just wanted to break down this one quick play for you guys for a trade recap. Like I said, if you guys are interested in the Discord, I do teach you guys how to trade. You guys get access to all my trades that I take with buy and sell signals and any adjustments. And it is really beginner friendly. There's a lot of people who are brand new who are already profiting. So if you guys are interested, I will leave the link below. And that's going to conclude this video. Just a quick little breakdown of why I took this trade. Really appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Or if you guys have any suggestions, I do want to help you guys out. There will continue to be more videos, so please make sure to subscribe. Turn on those post notifications because I will be posting weekly on here. So just please make sure to make a like. Hope you guys learned something off of this. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Let's just continue to learn and get better at this.